I'm a Lyft driver and an Uber driver, and I also do roadie deliveries. And today I'd like to show you a day in the life. Today I made $369.93, which I'm calling $370, between the three apps. And I didn't know I was going to make this video. When I started, I just started kind of talking about the rides that I had. Didn't know what I was going to do with it, but the format is a day in the life of a gig driver. So I'm in the Washington DC area, Washington DC market, in and around the Beltway, and several miles out. So I thought I'd show you what it's like to drive during the day, or what the rides are like. I didn't actually record any rides because Uber and Lyft, they really aren't down with that. So anyway, if you want to know what it's like to be a driver in the DC metro area, I did a 13-hour day with about an hour off me time, throughout the day. So let's say 12 solid hours, $370. I'm going to call it $370 because it's only 7 cents short of that. So, that's it's about, what, 30 bucks an hour, a little bit more. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Thank you. All right, it's Wednesday. I've been having problems with the roadie trying to work off of both phones at the same time, and it seems to want to give me my information on my newer phone, like when I get a trip or whatever, but it doesn't update on my older phone, which is what I was logged in through. So I tried to log in through the new phone, and it did not accept my login. So I had to reset my passwords on everything, and eventually I got logged in on the new phone. And so I'm going to try and do some roadies today on the new phone. It's Wednesday, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I've already been out a couple hours, got some things done, and I am just now getting ready to pick up a Lyft ride. It's going east 15 minutes. There's nothing happening on roadie nearby, so I'll get back to you if I do some roadie or whatever I'm doing today. Alright, I've been bouncing around on Lyft most of the morning, and ended up with a streak run of $9 and a 5-run bonus of $25, and I've got 4 more to do to catch another 38. And I just picked up a roadie at CVS in Arlington, which I love because they have a place called the Italian Shop next door, and they have the best Italian subs. So anyway, they're already made and ready to go, so I'm just going to grab one, throw it in the car, grab my delivery, my 1-mile delivery, and then I'll have lunch. So yeah, it's been pretty productive this morning. I'm at about, I want to say about 112, 115, something like that, and it's like 12:39 right now. So anyway, I was kind of worried about roadie because yesterday they gave me a Chantilly going to Arlington that was, I think, $17, and then before they gave that to me, there was another one going like within a few miles of the first one. So I grabbed, I put in an offer on the second one as well. I was thinking, yeah, that'd be great, $36 for one trip. But they turned around and they claimed they gave that to another driver. So I got a little pissed off, and I just said, you know what, just take me off the other one. There used to be like a button where you could take your own self off the gig, but now you got to do it through like whatever. But anyway, I just got pissed off and took it off, took myself off, and I said, this is the second time this morning, that I've been right there and put myself on a gig, and y'all gave it to somebody else. And then they started with some long-winded explanation, which was totally, scripted horse shit. But anyway, neither here nor there. The guy said, well, it won't happen again or something like that. So this morning I started dropping bids and I wasn't getting the rides. It was another driver got it or whatever. So I was down by Nationals Park in DC, and I picked up this guy going to Clarendon, and that's only like about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from this CVS. So I put the offer in, and I was on destination filter on Lyft going to Dulles. So I didn't really want to break my destination filter if I could help it. But it did come in before I got another ride on Lyft. So I did break the destination filter. I still got 2 more. And that is that. So, oh, wait a minute. This is not, I don't think this is the same. No, this is a different CVS. So I don't get to get my sandwich. But we're still close enough to the Italian store that I can just, after I drop this one off, I can just run over there and grab one. All right, that's all I got for now. I'll check in later. All right, that was a little quick, although the person at CVS had a little confusion because they didn't understand most of their orders go through Shipt, S-H-I-P-T. And I said, oh, really? Most of them go through Shipt. I've heard of Shipt, but I've never signed up for them. I'll consider signing up for them at this point, you know, because money's money. And I like these pharmacy deliveries. They're usually pretty short and pay really well. That was like 1/4 mile for $10. And now I've got an offer in at a place called Poppy Seed Rye, and apparently it's a flour delivery, and it is 1 mile or below. It's a 3-minute drive. This was a 2-minute drive from this one I just did. The CVS was a 2-minute drive from CVS to here for $10 and change. I don't really pay attention to the change part, but it was over $10, less than 11. But anyway, yeah, it was a sweet delivery. So while I've got my thing in for this delivery, I'm gonna go ahead and run down here to the Italian store and grab my sandwich, because if they accept my poppy seed rye, I got 10 minutes or 15 minutes to acknowledge it and then do whatever. If they don't accept it, then I'm off the hook. But coming down Glebe Road, I'm not really sure where that is. Google it. Italian store. Okay, Washington Boulevard. Start. So I'll either make a right or a left. Yep, make it a right. Okay. Yeah, this one's a little further out, but it's good. It's fine. It's all good. Actually, okay, I'll get back to you in a bit. All right, so I got my large Capri, which is an Italian. They have different kinds of Italians. I'm going to try something different next time. $12.09 with tax. I'll tell you, if you're ever in Arlington, look up the Italian store. And man, their sandwiches are awesome. A little high, but they're worth it. So anyway, I did get the floral delivery, which I'm going to go run now. Once I run this, I will go back. I'm pretty close to home. I might just go home to eat my sandwich. So anyway, let this traffic get by because I got to go to the left. I think I can pull this off before this ambulance gets here. Yep. Alrighty, let me get my flowers. All right, flower delivery. Ain't these fly, man. Yeah. Someone's going to be very happy, I think. So anyway, yeah, I'm taking these 7/10 of a mile for $10.50. Not bad, not too bad. And then I'm going on Lyft because Lyft has a $9 streak until 2 o'clock. It's 1:28 right now, provided I can get these dropped off and pick up something pretty quickly. I'm going to set my destination for Dulles Airport, and if I make it out there, I'll be sitting for a little while. That'll give me a good opportunity to have my sandwich. So I'll get back. All right, finding that address was a little sketchy. It was kind of an apartment building with a really super light address on the front of the building, and then when I got there, there were buzzers for each apartment. And as soon as I buzzed, she came down and looked pretty happy about the flowers. Flowers look good, by the way. Anyway, I have set my destination filter for Dulles, and I have 20 more minutes for this $9 3-ride streak. If I don't get anything before then I will cut it off and just take whatever comes my way. There's no kind of surges or anything else going on. But on top of my $9 streak, if I catch 4 rides today, 4 more rides today, and the streak would start 3 of those. If I get a total of 4 more rides, I get an extra $38. So if I do latch onto this streak, and then the 4 more, which is 1 more after the streak, then that's going to be like $47 worth of bonus on top on the next 4 rides. That's nearly $12 a ride additional. So yeah, that's worth it. But I don't want to get back into DC, so I'm sure there's another streak after this one. If I miss this one, I'll just go on other platforms, and then once I got my 4 streaks or 4 rides and my $38 bonus, I'll just from there I'll just rock and roll on whatever, Uber, Lyft, roadie, whatever I can get. All right, see you in a bit. All right, just before I got home, which I was going to do to eat my sandwich, I got an airport trip to Dulles Airport. So it's a $9 streak right now. It's 2:28, and the wait at the airport is 42 to 63 minutes. There's a $15 streak that starts at 3 o'clock. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to break this $9 streak, eat my sandwich, and then get out of the airport. By then it will be 3 o'clock. I will need exactly 3 more in order to get my $38 bonus, so that's the way I'm gonna work that plan. All right guys, that's what I'm talking about. There's a little cross section right there. That's half, and that's the bigger half. I'm just gonna eat the smaller half, save the bigger half for later. And 42 drivers ahead of me at the moment. I'm just going to leave this on for now in case something huge lands and a bunch of this goes away, because you know that 45 to 60 minute wait thing, sometimes that's accurate, sometimes it's not. But once I'm done eating, who knows, I'm going to turn on roadie, because sometimes there's stuff that comes out of here. Luggage. Now, I really don't like doing airport luggage. There's one in Ashburn, Virginia, going to Alexandria for $29.98. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, heaviest item unknown, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that is from Home Improvement Supplies. Who knows? All right, I'm going to do that, because that's about 10 minutes up the road and would take me back down the other direction. I'm going to go ahead and put my offer in. Let's see what happens. All right, I'll get back to you. All right, I did get that run from Ashburn to Alexandria, something like that, about 30 miles. something like that. I am 12 miles away from pickup, but let's see. Let's see if I can find another one. 8 minutes slower. Recenter. Damn it. Okay. Alright. 28 south. Anyway. Whatever. I gotta start the map all over again. Basically, there's a toll road. And I'm trying to avoid going on the toll road. Start. That's 11 miles. Oh well. What are you going to do? I don't want the icon. Okay, either way you go, it's 11 minutes. Or 11 miles. 18 minutes. So, yeah, I'm gonna go this route. 11 miles. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? So it's gonna be like 40 some altogether. It beats sitting at the airport, whatever it is. But anyway, yeah, I didn't realize it, but it was like real quick to get to. Only if, oh, this is bullshit. All right, this map has put me south on 28, get on Frying Pan Road, make a U-turn, and come back up 28, when I could have just got on 28 north. I have no idea what Google Maps is up to out here by the airport, but they're really screwing with me. And, you know, I thought it was 28 north, but I should have examined the route before I started. The first thing I was trying to do is trying to avoid tolls. But, you know, I could have got on 28 north just as easy as getting on 28 south, going a mile down the road and making a U-turn basically, and then coming back on north. This is bullshit, all right? Someone needs to fix Google Maps. Anyway, enough of that rant. All right, I'm off to get the stuff. All right, so I got that roadie delivery. I picked up 2 cans of paint going to Alexandria, Virginia. I almost got a second one going around the same place. I would have doubled my money, but just as I was getting ready to hit it, I got assigned the one, and once you get assigned the one, you can't, you know, bid on anything else. So, you know, it is what it is. Also, on my way back, I've turned on my destination filter on Lyft for Reagan National Airport, which is pretty much on the way to where I'm going, but it's still like 20 miles away or whatever, so I could pick up something there, which would be nice. That'd get me in my $15 streak. But if I don't get in my $15 streak, then I guess I suppose what I'll have to do is just look for a different streak. Hopefully there's one coming up later, or not. Well, there's a $9 streak at 5, and then another 9 at 7. But, you know, you live and you learn. I got this one, and I also got some, I was able to pick up some supplies at the paint store that I really liked and needed for a camper that I'm building, but that's in another video. So, at any rate, let me get off of here, and I will get back on if I pick something up. Okay, I double dipped, and it looks like it's going to pay off. I don't know if Rhodey's going to have a problem with this or anything like that, but I am picking up in Tyson's Corner, and I will be dropping off, from the looks of it, it's a 29-minute trip, it says. So that looks like Reagan National Airport, so that means I will be getting paid double for half of this trip, at least. I'll be getting paid by Lyft, and I'll be getting paid by Rhodey. So yay! cool beans if it works out. If it doesn't work out, well, I'll be off a roadie. But I heard about Shipped, and I'm going to look into them. I don't know, probably tonight, maybe not, who knows. All right, we can get to the Hilton here, and yeah, it's the Hilton, so I'm sure this guy's going right to the airport. Anyway, I'll get back to you after I drop off. Okay, that last roadie delivery was 2 cans of paint. Took a little over an hour with the no toll route. However, on the way down there, I was able to pick up another passenger going to the airport, which was pretty close to where my drop-off was. So $29.98, $30 essentially on the roadie. And with tip, I ended up with I ended up with 23 on that one, so a total of 23 and change, so a total of $53 for about an hour's worth of driving. Not too shabby. And I'm driving a hybrid Highlander, and I'm getting over 40 miles to the gallon, so it cost me about, I got gas this morning for $3.25, so it cost me about $3.25 to make that 53 or whatever, and a little bit more than, well, it's been about an hour and a half. Now I got another roadie. It says it's 10-minute run for $23 and change. So we'll see. It's flowers again this time. Let me see what's going on here. This map is just, I am sitting in traffic right now. It's 5:09 p.m. and there's really no good way around this traffic. So basically, as soon as I can make a left, which this street would have been perfect, but it's cut off. Can't go on that street for some reason. But anyway, when I get through this 10-minute wait for this light that's about a third of a mile down here, then I'll be on the way for my pretty little $23 supposedly 10-minute ride. All right, get back to you shortly. All right, just picked up that roadie. It is a vase, and it has a flower in it, but the thing says vase. It's just a tiny little bag, about the size of that sandwich bag I showed you earlier. And the algorithm is off because it said 10-minute trip. It's actually 19 minutes this time of day, but it is rush hour, 5:22 p.m. Just outside of DC, in the DC suburbs within the Beltway. And so $23, it's $13 ride with a $10 tip. So I'm not going to complain about that. If it takes me 20 minutes, it takes me 20 minutes. Fine. It took me 10 minutes to get there. A little more than 10 minutes to get there, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, this is always what happens during rush hour. It's why I generally drive at night for the most part. But, yeah. So far, Lyft is in the lead. I need 2 more rides to get my $38 bonus on Lyft, but Lyft is in the lead at $143.56. And when I drop this off, Roadie will be close second at about $95, $96, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, somewhere in there. I'll figure it out. Alrighty. Check back in a little bit. Okay, I just dropped off the vase, and I think I got my numbers wrong if I gave them to you last time. They were $143.56 on Lyft, and let's see, $74 on Roadie and change, and Uber's bringing up the rear at $12. And I got 2 more rides left on Lyft, and Lyft is just pounding it tonight. I did miss out on a $29 Lyft surge at the airport at Reagan National when I took this run. But you never know when that stuff's going to come up. It's down to $4 now. It dropped from 29 to 9, and if you don't get in there right at the right time, you don't get it. It's like the other day, I was rolling up the parkway. I was probably 100 feet from, you know, the color zone where it goes into effect, and it just dropped and it went to 0. So, you know, you never can tell on those. You try and race towards them if you're close. Right now I'm on a $4 lift bonus zone, but I've set for Dulles Airport. If I take off that Dulles Airport, I'm sure I can pick up something pretty local, but I only need 2 more to get my $38 bonus. Been cracking all day, and right now I'm about, let's see, 160, about 210, somewhere in there. I'll give you a final number at the end of everything, but I just put in another roadie offer that was turned down. It was a little bit down the road, about 10 or 15 minutes away. It was only $15, so no big deal. Roadie's drying up right now, but Uber and Lyft are just popping at the moment. Okay, I'm up to 425 now. I'm real close to a $6 zone. All right, I'm going to get out of Roadie completely. Drop that out, and I'm going to turn on Uber and see what Uber is looking like right now, because I might just do an Uber. All right, I'm going to set up for Connect only, which I never get Connect rides. That way I can see what my surge is. My surge is 375, so either way you go, I'm either getting 375 or 4.25 bonus on the next trip. And I will get back to you when I get something. All right, I took off destination filter and I just got Christie 30 minutes east. I feel stupid because after I took off destination mode, there was a 44-minute east XL ride. And XLs pay $1.30 a mile versus Lyft, which pays 60 cents a mile. So I should have took the XL. I don't know what prevented me from doing so. I guess I didn't want to go into DC, but I don't want to turn down too many because then I won't get trip information. So I ended up having to take this 30-minute one, so I don't get below my acceptance rate in order to get information. But anyway, here's Christy on a regular Lyft, and she's going 30 minutes east. So that's my next to last Lyft that I need to do. And then one more, I get $38. But if I do 2 more, because I'm in a $9 streak, I'll get an extra $9. So might as well just do the 2 more. All right, I'll get back to you after this round of whatever happens. All right, that was a complete crap show because it's nothing but gridlock traffic in DC. All the way to dropping her off, which was well over 45 minutes. So anyway, I'm on my way to pick up my last one for my $38 bonus, and once I've got him in the car, I'm still going to do one more to catch that $9 streak thing, and then we'll see what's happening there. Alrighty. Alright, after a flurry of activity, ended up getting my $38 Lyft bonus plus the $9 streak bonus, and I'm way on the wrong side of town, the furthest part from my house. But let me go ahead and give you the damage here. Hang on, let me make sure that I'm going the right direction. Yeah, okay. Here's the end total: $238.84 on Lyft, $12.58 on Uber. So just gonna rough this up in my head. That's $251 because there's some change there. $251 on that side, and now let me roll over to Roadie, and on Roadie they have $73.62. So what did I say? 251, 73, So I'm at 323, 324, almost 3.25 for the day. And I'm way far from home. But I am going to take a little ride a little closer in my direction, so I'm not on the corner of Homicide Lane and Carjack Place. And I'll get back to you in a little bit, and then I'll start using, once I get a little west of here, I'm going to go ahead and start using destination filters to get home. So I might have a little bit more. All right, talk to you in a bit. Another lift streak. Let me roll this window up. I've got all kinds of traffic noise. It is 9:04 p.m. I started this morning at about 8 o'clock a.m. and I took about an hour midday. I did a little shopping, stuff like that, had my lunch. Yeah, so I guess, and I stopped back by the house for a little bit. So yeah, all in on the road and fully working. This was a 12-hour day. The grand total in the end was about $370. It was $282.73 on Lyft, $12.58 on Uber, and 74, like 70 something, so almost 75 on Roadie. So yeah, $370. I would have liked to have gone for 4, but 13 hours on the road, I'm pretty well, I'm over it at this point. I'm not disappointed with $370. So anyway, I hope you like this. It really kind of motivated me, you know, doing this ride along, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'll do more of these. It certainly keeps me motivated and keeps me on my toes. And anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and have a great night, morning, day, whatever you're having. And I'm gonna get me a Frosty Oat soda here at 7-Eleven, and I'm gonna go home, have some dinner, and that is that. All right, take care. See you in another one.